As Socrates once said, an unexamined life is not worth living. Indeed, the journey of understanding our existence, who we are, why we're here, and how we should conduct ourselves, is a profound exploration that shapes our lives in myriad ways. This exploration leads us through various philosophies of life, each offering a unique perspective on existence, purpose, and the pursuit of happiness. From the tranquility of stoicism, the authenticity of existentialism, to the pleasure-seeking principles of hedonism, these philosophies provide a roadmap to navigate the labyrinth of life. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated from ancient Greece, teaches us to maintain composure and serenity in the face of life's adversities. It's a doctrine that champions inner strength, resilience, and the understanding that we have control only over our actions and reactions, not the events that befall us. Stoicism imparts the wisdom that it is not external events, but our interpretation and response to them that govern our emotions and ultimately our lives. On the other hand, existentialism, a 20th century philosophy, encourages us to create our own meaning in an otherwise meaningless universe. It touts the importance of personal freedom, authenticity, and the acceptance of the absurdity of human existence. Meanwhile, hedonism, a philosophy that dates back to ancient times, preaches the pursuit of pleasure as the ultimate aim of life. It urges us to maximize joy and minimize suffering, to live in the moment, and to celebrate the sensory experiences life has to offer. These philosophies, and many more, provide us with lenses through which we can examine our lives and our place in the world. They offer us tools and frameworks to make sense of our experiences, to understand our emotions, and to guide our decisions. In the end, the philosophy we choose to adopt can significantly shape our perception of life and our responses to its challenges. After all, as we navigate the tumultuous seas of existence, it is our philosophy that serves as our compass, guiding us towards our desired destination. Life is a series of choices, and our philosophy guides those choices. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, teaches us that the path to happiness lies not in seeking pleasure, but in avoiding pain. This way of life, founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BC, has been a beacon of wisdom, illuminating the path to tranquility for countless individuals throughout history. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or denying the realities of life. Rather, it is about embracing what is within our control and accepting what is beyond. The Stoic does not waste energy on the unchangeable, but focuses on what they can influence. It's about understanding that our reactions, our perceptions, and our actions are within our control. Everything else? It's not for us to dictate. One of the key principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. It's a simple yet profound concept. Some things are up to us, others are not. The weather, the traffic, the opinions of others, these are not up to us. Our actions, our attitudes, our beliefs, these are up to us. By understanding and applying this principle, we can free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. Another core tenet of Stoicism is the pursuit of virtue above all else. Virtue, to the Stoics, is the highest good. It is not about achieving fame or accumulating wealth, but about living a life of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about being the best version of ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to see life objectively, without the distortion of personal bias. It encourages us to view events as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. This objective perspective allows us to respond to life's challenges with calmness and clarity. In the face of adversity, the Stoic does not complain but finds a way to turn the obstacle into an opportunity. For the Stoic, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every obstacle is a stepping stone to success. Every difficulty is a chance to grow stronger. In the grand theatre of life, the Stoic is not a spectator but an active player, turning the script of fate into a narrative of triumph. In contrast, existentialism and hedonism offer different perspectives on the meaning of life. Let's delve deeper into these philosophies and see how they differ from Stoicism. Existentialism, the philosophy of existence, places the individual at the center of everything. It emphasizes that personal freedom and individual choice are paramount, and it's up to each person to give meaning to their own life. There are no predetermined paths or values. We are the authors of our own stories. Existentialism encourages us to confront the anxiety and absurdity of life head-on and to find our own purpose in the face of these uncertainties. It's a philosophy that champions authenticity and personal responsibility. On the other hand, hedonism views pleasure as the ultimate good. This philosophy encourages us to seek joy, satisfaction and happiness in everything we do. It's not about reckless indulgence, but rather the thoughtful pursuit of what brings us joy. Hedonism believes that pleasure, in its many forms, is the key to a fulfilling life. It's a philosophy that celebrates life's pleasures as the most important pursuit. Comparatively, Stoicism presents a different approach to happiness and the purpose of life. While existentialism encourages us to find our own meaning and hedonism promotes the pursuit of pleasure, Stoicism teaches us to find peace within ourselves. It's a philosophy that values emotional resilience and mental fortitude, teaching us to accept the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. Stoicism encourages us to embrace challenges and obstacles, viewing them not as hindrances, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. These philosophies, each unique in their perspectives, offer diverse ways to approach life. They all seek to answer the same fundamental questions about purpose, meaning, and happiness, yet they provide different paths towards these answers. Existentialism, with its focus on individual freedom and responsibility, hedonism with its pursuit of pleasure, and Stoicism with its emphasis on inner peace. While existentialism emphasizes individual freedom and responsibility, and hedonism seeks pleasure as the highest good, Stoicism teaches us to find peace within ourselves. Scene script. So what can we learn from Stoicism in our modern lives? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, is not just a dusty relic of the past. It offers a pragmatic toolkit for dealing with the roller coaster of life. It teaches us that while we cannot control every situation we encounter, we can control our reaction to it. Now, isn't that a refreshing thought? Consider the daily stresses that life throws at us. The traffic jam when we're already running late, the demanding boss, the unexpected bills. Our initial response might be frustration, anxiety, even anger. But what if we could shift our perspective, as the Stoics did, and see these not as problems, but as opportunities to exercise patience, resilience, and tranquility? Take the traffic jam, for instance. Instead of fuming and honking your horn, you could see it as a chance to practice patience and acceptance. The demanding boss, an opportunity to demonstrate integrity and resilience. Those unexpected bills, they're testing your resourcefulness and financial planning. Let's also talk about how Stoicism can help with more significant challenges, the loss of a loved one, a health scare, or a career setback. Stoicism doesn't ask us to suppress our emotions. Instead, it encourages us to acknowledge our feelings, then step back and view the situation objectively. It's about understanding that we have the power to endure, to adapt, and to grow from these experiences. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters and let go of the rest. It's about understanding that our happiness and peace of mind are not dependent on external circumstances, but on our internal responses. It's about realizing that we are not passive victims of life's whims, but active participants in our own story. So, how do we start practicing Stoicism? It begins with small steps. The next time you're faced with a challenge, big or small, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what would a Stoic do? By practicing Stoicism, we can learn to control our reactions to the world around us and find peace within. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that the obstacle is the way. Now let's explore this profound Stoic principle. It might sound contradictory, but there is a profound wisdom hidden in this seemingly paradoxical phrase. It suggests that hardships, difficulties and trials are not just roadblocks or hurdles that we must overcome. Instead, they are integral parts of our journey, shaping us, molding us, and guiding us towards growth and achievement. Imagine climbing a mountain. The steep slopes, the rough terrains, and the unpredictable weather conditions are all obstacles that stand between you and the summit. But isn't it true that without these obstacles, the journey would lose its meaning? The summit would not feel as rewarding if it were not for the arduous climb. Here the obstacle, the mountain, is indeed the way. This mindset is not merely about enduring difficulties or enduring hardships. It is about embracing them, learning from them, and using them as stepping stones to reach our goals. It's about finding the strength within ourselves to face our fears, confront our problems, and turn adversities into opportunities. Consider the life stories of many successful people. They didn't reach their heights despite their struggles, but because of them. They faced rejection, failure, and hardship, yet they persevered, learned, and grew stronger. They saw every setback as a setup for a comeback. They understood that the obstacle was not blocking their path, but was, in fact, the path itself. That's the essence of Stoicism. It's not about denying our emotions or suppressing our feelings. It's about understanding that our reaction to an obstacle is within our control. And it's about realizing that the obstacle itself can be a catalyst for growth and improvement. So next time you face a challenge, remember the Stoic wisdom. The obstacle is not in your way, it is the way. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for more awesome content just like this.